Hello everyone, Mr. Sorkin here. Welcome back to Pokemon Violet. And we have Cujo here because Cujo, I think is actually going to be on us, official member. I didn't get a large because I didn't pass it. I just didn't realize that. I feel stupid. But yeah, Cujo's going to be a member of the team for the final battle, but let's do our next class. What I would like to take languages. Mr. Salvatore? Salvador? I don't know how to pronounce it. Speaking of Salvatore, one of my mother's bosses was named Salvador. He was a bit of a hound dog. So yeah. Oh, dear students, how are you today? Feeling good, I hope. Japan, Salvatore. My name is Salvatore. Merci beaucoup. That is, thank you very much for attending here in my class. This is going to be a tough one, isn't it? I'm so, happy for this chance to re-experience my younger days with you. Do you know what Salvatore means? Wow, my voice just coughed. It means Salvador. So you imagine I'm here to save you from spooky new languages. Funny, no? That's right. My classes will teach you about various languages from different regions. How to say good morning or hello is as a greeting, but many people from elsewhere to say bonjour or salute. I've heard there's even a popular streamer out there who smashes several languages together. It says hello, hola, ciao, and bonjour. There are many regions out there in the world, and we each have our own unique language. Except for English. Gracias, merci, accenti, alligata, danke. These have all the same meaning. Can you guess what it is? Thank you. Whoa, Indigo, was it? Bravo, that's incorrect. You are speaking with important in language learning too. Grazie, merci, accenti. Words all mean thank you, but I guess you probably knew that at least one. Did not know that at all. Despite meaning the same thing, the lengths and sounds are all different. Isn't that interesting? And now, a produce of nothing. Let me give you one of my wise words of advice. When you travel abroad, you should try and speak the language as much as you can, even if you can't speak it well. And always ask where the bathroom is. I'm sure your willingness to try will make the happy people meet tres haraxai. Very happy. Honestly, from my experience, just being able to say hello, delicious, and thank you in the same local language will get you pretty far. And bathroom will too. For everything else, please pretend you're Mr. Mime and gesture away. Yeah, that doesn't work out. Oh, a pesky bell. I guess that's all we have time for today. Well, adios. Masane la pochine. See you later, everyone. I like how they have the Raichus in the corner where it's just like different Raichus. Because Raichus have different forms. The more you know. Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at my Shazam box. But anyway, good morning, Master. Good evening. I would like to continue languages. Yes, even though I gave him a stupid voice. And I ran out of drinks, so my throat's gonna be like, ugh, by the time I'm done with this. It tends to be what happens, but languages I was always horrible at. I hate Spanish class. Because he forced me to take it when I was so young. Just like, I hate learning a second language. Maybe if I was like learning in like elementary school, I could understand. Dear friends, how are you all today? Feeling absolutely fantastic, I hope. It's time for Salvador's language lesson. Es vos pret? Are you ready, everyone? You answer with yes or oi. Oi. Es super. In our last class, I believe I taught you all how to say thank you in other languages, right? Wow, sorry. In la course de Jean Ho, today's class, we will learn how certain words are sure to make people happy whenever you travel abroad. What word, you ask? Well, you have to guess. Sedence, hos, bono. Can anyone tell me what these words mean? Delicious? Well, correct. See, super. I knew I would count on you, Indigo. Disul, hashul, bono. All these words mean delicious. Using the local word for delicious at markets or restaurants are a bit of a big soiree, a smile. That is for whoever you're walking to. It will make commuting go more smoothly, I guarantee it. People love it when someone says the cuisine of their homeland is delicious. Who wouldn't be heroics happy to receive such a compliment? I love that Raichu pin. And now a pros for nothing. Let me give you one of my wise words first. The first step towards smooth communication is to compliment the person you're talking to. After all, it's not very likely that a compliment would put someone in a bad mood unless you casually insult them. This doesn't apply to people in other regions either. Same for all of you too. You can put this tip and use it with your classmates. Oh yeah, I like how you just work with it. After all, try complimenting each other after class. I bet it will make for an abundance of plus sympathy, a friendly atmosphere. That's it for today. See you at course next lesson. That is adios matinee. Okay, that was weird even for a weird guy. So, yeah. I suppose take it for what it is, but I don't know how to take it for what it is. Anyway. Okay, yes, I'd like to take the next class with Salvatore. You like to take languages with Mr. Salvatore? Yeah. Indeed I will. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. But if you are, we'll kill you. No, that just got dark. I think after college they stopped caring if you show up on time. I showed up late to a college class once. She was like, I'm gonna sit down now. My dear friends, how are you all today? You look certainly fantastic. It's time for another one of Salvadore's language lessons. Es vos prets. Are you ready? Sorry to cough for a minute. Es vos prets. Are you ready? Oi. It's present. Very good. My lessons are not one-way streets. No, no. I am traced when one speaks up. Sorry, very sad that is. Sorry. In our last class, I taught you all how to say delicious in other languages, right? In La Cross Adul, today's class, we will learn a very special phrase that you can put in the time just right. Acheter la gemeta de amru ik big hike. Does anyone know what these phrases mean? Actually, I think it means I love you. Gematai? That means I love you, right? Fantastico, Indigo, correct. You deserve a medal or a gold medal. Gematai, te amo, ik big dike. These three phrases you may know, I think. Why? Because they are quite famous words to say I love you. Oh my, I've embarrassed you all my friends. What? Timids, croissants, and flesh, shy boys, the girls, that is. It's so impressive to express your feelings about things to others. You know, this is especially true for positive emotions. I said I love you to someone and they punched me in the face. So yeah, if you get married someday and argue with your spouse for something silly thing, all you do is apologize and say I love you. Et tour bien. And all will be well, that is, unless you're me, in which case the wife would throw a buzzer and cut off half your hair. Yeah, we're building his backstory. It got dark. I should know. Why, just last week I had a fight with La Ma Femme, my dear wife, that is. But I was quick to say I'm sorry and all was well. And now props for nothing, let me give you one word of advice. It's best to be quick to apologize when you have an argument with someone, unless you're in the right. That goes with your families, friends, and your crushes. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Pochani course. Our next class will be a midterm exam. Be sure to review what you've learned in our lessons so far. Adios, matinee. Did you say you love me? That's kind of creepy for a professor to say to their, students. It's always creepy, but, yeah. I don't know. What class do you got? I'm going to take the midterm, even though I should do Hamek. Salvatore, yeah, he's a bit creepy. He tried to say I love you, but it's daytime now because I know the Psyduck's there. I was not falling for the trap as last time. I'm just oh, why is there a Psyduck there? It's oh, because it's daytime. Speaking of Psyduck, there's rumors that we're going to get our Pikachu move, which I hope we do. Sure, today. Today we take a midterm exam. Bus is fast, so relax. And do your best. Piss false press. Are you ready? Let's begin. Gracias, Artiago, merci. Thank you. Which of the following means delicious? It's the word that looks like delicious. Well, which of the phrases doesn't belong? Time to eat, because the rest of them means I love you. Speaking in person was the first step. Bury them in flattery. It's kind of the same thing. Salvatore, not Salvador. It's fin. Time is up. Pause. Put down your pens, that is. I was expecting that to say penis for a moment. I hope that's easy enough for you, especially to determine questions. The last question. I'm sure you will do great. Bravo, my friends. You may check your scores at the school's front desk. I have not confirmed a voice for him, yes or no, because I'm still not deciding what voice to give him. But he is an English teacher, so I've yet to decide. Let's take a look at your results. Okay, what did we get? We have to get like a 5 out of 5, right? Yep, 5 out of 5 correct. Congratulations. Okay. Thanks for the 5 experience candies. They're going to be very helpful for my Cujo. So I'm going to give that to Cujo now. Where is it? It's right there. I didn't think they were small, but okay. Okay. Yes, I'm interested in classes. We're going to continue with the languages. No, horrible languages. So, yeah. Actually, I think I'm worse at home ec because I never taken home ec in my life. I had a couple friends that did, and one of them gave me, like, really hot food. I'm just like, so, yeah. How did you like your midterm exam? You all did very great. We're halfway through here. And now, time for another lesson. Es post ves. Are you ready? Oi. Es pone response. Great answer. Mercy, my friends. I know I could count on you stars. Leading up to the midterm, we learned all sorts of words from different regions. So today I'll be throwing a curveball. We'll begin listening to comprehension. Vas, go for my assistant. Pikachu. Pikachu. As you just heard, Pokemon can use words to communicate. It's not easy to understand them, but the words don't have meaning, as ours do. Pokemon use languages to share kinds of information with each other, like the location of food or whether there are predators nearby. The same Pokemon cries sound differently depending on what it wants to say. I'm sure you're curious, so as you're here today, let's learn some Pokemon language. Pre. What? So, will you be so kind, Pikachu? Pika. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu is trying to convey? Happiness? Pokemon language is hard, isn't it? When Pikachu says, Pika! Oh, he's upset. It's using its angry voice. That's right. I had a little Pikachu friend here pretend to be angry for us. And then I'll kick it around, and it'll be really angry. Don't you think you did a great job? Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. I'm joking. We should never hit animals. You should never do that. You should never do that. The same Pokemon communicates feelings in many different ways. Their voices change depending on their mood and physical condition. Try listening more carefully to Pokemon. You might gain a deeper understanding of them. And having that said, Pokemon are quite mysterious creatures. Some actually don't communicate with words at all, but instead use things like electromagnetic or ultrasonic waves. Some use telepathy. And now, a Proxos for nothing. Let me give you all of my wise words of advice. If you poke at your Pokemon too many times while watching them doing picnics, they'll get mad at you, just like our Pikachu just demonstrated. When odd words things say, well, adios, Monte D. La procha. See you later, everyone. This is a weird guy. I would definitely report him to Chris Hansen to be like, yeah, this teacher's kind of creepy. You might want to watch him for something. Because he pokes his Pikachu, and I don't want to know what you do with your Pikachu. Sorry, I'm looking at my news because I'm like, oh, cool. Languages. Let's continue with languages. Yes, I'll continue with Mr. Salvador. Sorry to sniffle at the thing because I'm smelling like... You probably couldn't hear that at all. I'd be surprised if you did. Ah, my dear friends, how are you today? I'm hoping you're doing marvelously well. Time for another one of Salvador's language lessons. Espos Vets, are you ready? Monsieur Oi. I could not express less for my excellent friends. Even your replies to my questions are excellent. Well, hey, today we'll once again be focusing on listening. Vas. Oi, go for my assistant, Pikachu. Pikachu. As you may remember from our last class, the same Pokemon cries may sound different depending on what it wants to say. Today, we will be learning more about language used by Pokemon. Jepere, would you be so kind, Pikachu? Pika! That sounds a little bleak, doesn't it? It seems A lower pitch, too. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was trying to convey just now? Sadness? Ding, ding, that's right, Indigo. Fantastic! When Pikachu says, Pika, it's expecting sadness. Kind of makes you want to cry, doesn't it? That's right, I had my little Pikachu cry as if it was crying. Haha, funny joke, right? Or Emil cruelty. I don't know. You did a great job. Give Pikachu a round of applause, everyone. Yeah, you're being emotionally cruel to this Pikachu, but he loves the attention, which sounds just like Pikachu. And now, a pros for nothing. Let me give you wise words of my advice. If you hear one Pokemon making a sad noise like this, you should treat them with even more kindness than usual. Well, you probably already knew that, though. A piece of cake for all of you, I'm sure. Of course, this goes to your classmates and others as well. Friends should support their friends in times of sadness. I truly hope that you all have smiles on your faces all the time, my friends. Next lesson, we have final lesson together. I hope you're ready for the climactic finale. Adios, matinee. So even though like my voice has probably gone down for the minute of the recording session, it's because I've just been talking a lot. That could be that. That Pikachu's like, I've been recording for hours on my podcast, dude. Pika Pika. Okay, we're going to take our final class in languages and then home ec. Would you like languages with Mr. Salvatore? Yes. So why not? Last weekend, Sue. Don't be tarty. Okay. That's not what the professor sounds like. I screw up the voices. My dear friends, how are you today? It's time for the last of Salvadore's languages lessons. Pues pray, are you ready? Oi! With a response fantastic. Great answer. That is perfect for our last class together. I love it. And Azure Hoy, today we will once again be having our listening lesson. So I go through my position Pikachu. Pikachu! Let's get right into it, my Pikachu friend. For our last listening class, tell everyone what you're feeling right now. Is the pellet? Cha! Oi, can you feel that? That's one can tell you some emotion in Pikachu's voice. What emotion do you suppose Pikachu was just trying to convey now? Pain? Happiness. Well done, Nico. I'm so happy that you got it right. Haha, get it? Pikachu says. Cha! I don't know why I gave him an Australian voice there. I'm just like finding weird voices for him. It's expression of happiness. Doesn't it make you want to break into a happy dance? But I didn't have to ask Pikachu to put in an act today. No, I simply asked it to show you all how it feels about being into class with you. Getting to meet so many friendly new faces and study together in this class with you. It's made both me and my little Pikachu so happy. And now, a pros for nothing. Let me give you at least one last wise word of advice. If you live your lives, I'm sure you will have times you get mad or sad, or maybe even more than you would like. Everything has up and downs. Life is a veritable roller coaster. But à la fin, in the end, it is just surely happiness waiting for you. So grasp the shirt. Keep a smile on your face, even the hardest of times. Great words of advice. Cha! When you're faced with a problem and you can't handle alone, find someone to rely on. Be it a teacher or family or your friends, anyone. For short course, next lesson will be a fun exam. Be sure to relearn what you learned in your lesson so far. Adios, matinee. That's actually not a horrible lesson to teach people, because life does have its up and downs. I don't like the ones that are just like, be happy all the time. It's like, it just doesn't happen. So yeah, take that, moaning Lisa. You do not have answers. So yeah, I would like to take my languages final if I could just press the right buttons. Yes. So yeah, don't be tired. I'm going to be curious to see who our home ec teacher is, because I cannot. That's not me being sarcastic. It's like, I'm horrible at home ec. All I know is sandwiches. Ham. Bonjour, today we take our final exam. This is Voice. Relax and do your best. Estelle Voice Press. Are you ready? Let's begin. It's the middle one, the French word. Jamata is I love you, because there are two main miraculous fan fictions. Pika! It's Pika! It's anger. cha. Sadness? I really hope I got that last one right. Time is up. Post votes first. Put down your pens, that is. I assume your obituary determined the question. The last question, that is, gave you no trouble. I sure hope you did great. Bravo, my friends. You can get your scores at the school's front desk. Now, I kid you not, I think I mentioned this earlier. I had a professor in my high school that had tests because she had tenure. She didn't really care what the test was, and she said it looked better on her thing if we all pass. How many questions did I get right? I want to know. Let's see how you did your language tests. 4 out of 5. Okay, I got that one wrong. Okay, I'll take my 5 medium experience candies. I'm doing horrible at these exams recently. Keep doing your best. Well, I'm going to give that to dear old Cujo because Cujo deserves it. I'm sorry, my wires are crossed behind me. We're like, what's going on with him? She's like, my wires are crossed behind me. Oh, that did a bit more than I thought. Okay. But yeah, let's do our last class, which is home ec. What class would I take? Home ec. Sagarua. Okay. Interesting name, but okay. Class begins soon. Don't be tardy. Hop to it. Don't be tardy. With the grapes. The grapes of wrath. I see we have some energetic young ones here in this class this time around. I love the G leaf at the bottom. You may call me Mr. Saguro. Your time here is with me will be spent obtaining knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life. Many of you have left the care of your parents to live here in your own academic dormitory. I pray that the knowledge I impart on you will improve the quality of your lives and necessaries therefore food, clothing, and shelter. Of those 3 categories, I assume the most pressing interest for all of you is food. When you eat sandwiches on your picnics, the HP of your party Pokemon will be restored. And will also gain something called meal powers, which can improve the matter of benefits. For example, these powers can make Pokemon easier or catch or increase the experience points your Pokemon receive. I think you will also find that breadth of these effects can be expanded on by crafting sandwiches of superb flavor. What's more is there's certainly something that particularly important we like to wish to receive meal powers with even more helpful effects. Let me see, Master Indigo. Tell me, what do you keep in mind when receiving more helpful meal powers? My choice? Perfect, correct, Master Indigo. Perhaps you already are aware of the fact that from having helped your family with cooking at home. Your choice of ingredients include both fillings and condiments, and it's an important factor in gaining even more helpful meal powers. For example, using sweet ingredients in your sandwiches may help you gain egg power. Including numerous bitter ingredients, on the other hand, will give you an item drop power. Learning to aim for specific effects when crafting sandwiches will almost certainly make your culinary endeavors more enjoyable. Please be aware, however, that you may also receive meal powers by eating by restaurants. Oh, okay. I must say with the utmost joy, if you all learned much here in my class and came to a better understanding of home economics. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. Okay, I like to give him like this. I know it's odd, but it's just like, he reminds me of Chef Hatchet from Total Drama Island and Kronk. So from Emperor's New Groove. So we're trying to give him like that voice, like the strong demeanor voice. Like, what you talking about, boy? You know, like the one person that doesn't really care about your dietary issues. So, yeah. He will give you just like junk. Just like, eat it. And it's like, junk, okay. Hello, Grapes of Wrath. Keep making that joke, but I think it's funny. Put away your phones. It's time for class to begin. In our last class, I believe we talked about the effects you can get from food on your picnics. You can receive meal powers and even restore HP of all your Pokemon in your party. It is truly convenient means of healing your Pokemon. Unfortunately, as I am sure you are aware, it's not suited for use in battles, but you cannot make food or when you wish to restore Pokemon's HP quickly. In times of those, you should make use of healing items such as potions when you can. Purchase them at the Pokemon the school store. I'm losing my voice. Healing items are immediately effective and can be used any time that you open your bag. They are, however, consumed after one use. Potions restore 20 HP, super potions restore 60, and hyper potions restore 120. The pricier an item, the more HP it will restore. Keep that in mind and how much money you have you're stocking up on these items. However, I've seen happenings are on the integral part of traveling from place to place. Imagine, if you will, the following scenario. You have yourself an Ender Pokemon, but you have no potion. You're out of sandwich ingredients. And there are no Pokemon centers nearby. Tell me, Master Indigo, what should you search for in your perilous situation and you've no way to heal your Pokemon? A place with items on the ground? Perfectly correct, Indigo. I see you are well learned in survival techniques. If you see something shiny on the ground, it's actually an item that has been dropped there. You may be able to find a restorative item, which such as an orange berry or a potion in this way. You can use the R button to send out Pokemon to pick such items up as well. And if there are berries, of course. Berries, by the way, aren't like items from shops. If you let your Pokemon hold one, they will decide on its own when to eat the berry during battle. Letting your Pokemon decide its time for itself can be quite interesting. At any rate, if you find yourself in need of healing, I suggest you look around for shiny items on the ground. Can't find such items, there are other methods you may employ to heal your Pokemon. Oh, but the bell demands that the topic wait. Our time together is coming to an end for today. I bid you all a farewell. Okay, farewell, I guess. Bye-bye. So yeah, this is our last class. We're going to do, not our last class, but like the last subject we're going to be learning. It's interesting. I like this character. I do apologize, but I feel like my voice is like slowly declining this entire thing. Like it started off like hello, and then just like hello. I cannot talk now. I've been smoking. Don't smoke, don't smoke, anyone. Put away your phone. It's time for class to begin. In the last class, I taught about HP restoration. However, after class, I asked you several about your power points, commonly known as PP. PP. When a Pokemon loses all of its HP, it faints and can no longer battle. What happens when a Pokemon when it loses all of its PP? I can't use moves. Perfect answer, Master Neo. Perhaps you know this from first-hand experience. When a Pokemon runs out of PP, it can no longer use its moves. PP. However, I says however really loud. However, each move has its own store of PP, so you can mitigate PP loss by using a variety of moves rather than just one repeatedly. Pokemon loses all PP and all of its moves. I was losing the words there. Maybe be able to use Struggle, an action that almost damages the Pokemon that it uses. In order to avoid increment PP that can be restored to Pokemon centers along with HP. Items such as Ethers and Max Ethers can also be used to restore Pokemon PP. Be careful not to confuse potions with Ethers in the heat of battle. However, Ethers are not sold at shops, so you'll should use them justifiably if you find them. Oh, that kid is big. Sorry. The stronger the move, the lower its maximum PP. You don't want to waste these moves unless you wish to quickly run out of PP. It's important to find balance in a Pokemon's set of moves. As you see, HP isn't the only thing you must keep an eye out while adventuring with Pokemon. I hope that you will take care of and ensure that your partner Pokemon can perform at their best as each of you engage in the treasure hunt. Our time together has come to an end for today. Our next meeting will be an examination day. Be sure to review in preparation. Okay, will do. Thanks for the words of advice, I suppose. Okay, we gotta take the midterm, which I am very nervous about, but I feel like we'll do well because just like regular Pokemon stuff you should learn. I still love that Psyduck and Gengar will implement if it's day or night. That's just a nice aspect in all honesty, just really handy. If you're stuck inside, you're like, what time is it? I've had days where when I come into a classroom, it's daylight, and as soon as I leave, it's dark. It's really scary. Time has come to test how well you've learned here in my class. Let's begin with the information shivering your brains from the last big cram session phase. I love cram sessions. They help me. Gain meal powers. Oh, crap. I pressed the wrong answer. Dang it. Ah, I knew that one. I actually knew that one. I answered. I have to read them. Okay, that should be over. The fillings of the condiments. Okay. Oh. An oranberry, right? Yes. No. Because it can still, like, flail. I feel like I did horribly. The time for answering questions has come to an end. Please stop writing. I know I screwed up one. Please remember for you to ask for your scores at the front desk before leaving today. Okay, I really screwed up there. I, like, really, really screwed up. Sorry, I'm really close to the microphone there. Yes, I know. I know I did horrible. I know I did horrible. How'd I do? Oh, 4 out of 5. I somehow saved myself. Oh, thank God. Thank you for the medium ones. I really do appreciate that. I was really nervous about that one. That was like one I'm just like, I hope I did well. Keep doing your best. Okay, thank you. But I'm going to go into my bag. And I'm going to give that to... Oh, Cujo is already there. Then we'll just give him 1 then. Oh, come on, Cujo. You couldn't even level up? There you go. Cujo's at the highest level of 1. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's see the next class, shall we? What class would you like to take? Home Ec 4, please. Yes, even though he scares me. He's like, I put away your phones. So yeah, I woke you up with that, didn't I? You're just like, you're falling asleep. You're just like, put up your phones. And you're just like, whoa, I'm up now. I'm up now. I'm up. I am up now. I'm focusing. Like, you better be. I'm kidding. Put away your phones. It's time for class to begin class. Though some of you had to retake the midterm exam multiple times, I'm glad to say the majority of this class passed without issue. Feel honored to see that the knowledge and skills indispensable for daily life has not taken root in all of you. Sorry, I trust that you all work hard, just as hard as your weighted life skills in the second half of this course as well. Let us turn our attention to the topic of the day, which was inspired by a question I received on the subject of meal powers. The students who asked these questions is a young man who enjoys culinary arts. He tells me that he regularly researches culinary techniques on his own and pays careful attention to the ingredients he uses. Arvin, he also spends day and night studying all aspects of the culinary arts. Yet, despite this, he's baffled by the inability to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers. So tell me, Master Indigo, since you did quite well in your midterm exam, I did horrible, what should this young man do to increase the effectiveness of his meal powers? You should make more food often. The culinary arts is not so easily grasped. Simply engaging with them more will not necessarily reward you with success. To increase the effectiveness of meal powers, the sandwiches must be filled with many different ingredients. For a single person, this may prove difficult. But if you prepare sandwiches with others, you will be able to handle larger serving of bread. With a larger base to start with, it becomes quite simple to add more ingredients to your sandwich, which in turn makes it possible to receive meal powers and increase effectiveness. This applies more broadly as well when dealing with the difficult issues. Working with others to solve the issues may be your best course of action. I'm sure that Arvin will likewise work with friends to craft sandwiches in the future. Oh, I didn't mean to sell them out. I mean, I did. The identity of the male student is a matter of privacy, so I should ask you not to pry into deeply. Our time together has come to an end for today. I bid you all farewell. I'm so sorry about that, Arvin. I mean, that male student that I was not supposed to reveal the identity of, because that would have been bad. So, yeah. Next class with him, because that was actually kind of funny. We are nearing the end of it, though. Oh, boy. I was, like, being like, yeah, I could do this in one second. Now I'm just like... So, yeah, that's been an interesting day. This week's been interesting altogether, but it's just like, cool. I gotta email my boss and be like, hey, textbook? Anyway, put away your phones. It's time to begin class. While you're out performing fieldwork with one of yours walking along, Pokemon walking beside you, have you ever noticed changes in its coloration? Now, I don't mean when it's suddenly because of shiny Pokemon or any nonsense like that. I'm speaking of it becoming filthy. Pokemon battle, they get hurt by moves used against them. They get battered by the wind and rain. They get covered in sand and mud. They get, in a word, filthy. I've seen so many trainers walking with their adorable Pokemon without addressing this issue. It's deplorable. Let me ask this question of someone who I am sure would not tolerate such a shameful conduct. Yes, Buster Indigo. What should you do if your Pokemon is dirty? Clean it up? Perfectly correct. I knew you could count on you for the provides with such an answer. When your Pokemon become dirty, clean them. This is, of course, simply common sense. While you are having a picnic, you can approach the Pokemon in your team and perform a variety of actions. Such an action that blah, blah, blah. This is one of the parts where I black out for a quick moment. Such an action is putting them through what I like to call the Pokemon wash. In other words, you are able to clean them up. You start by getting your sponge lathered up with soapy bubbles and gently and carefully scrub your Pokemon. Once your Pokemon is nice and covered in soapy bubbles, the bubbles will encapsulate the filth and then simply wash it away with a spray of water. This will get your Pokemon clean, shining bright as a Terra Jewel. It's certainly quite a bit of work, but it will also restore HP and cure status conditions. Oh, that's helpful too. However, some Pokemon have parts of their bodies that don't want to be scrubbed, or that rather not get wet, I imagine. Be sure to keep this in mind when cleaning your Pokemon. Now, it's most important points that I must mention that some Pokemon like to be dirty. Though, I will contradict myself by saying this, please remember that cleaning your Pokemon is not always the kind thing to do. Our time together is coming to an end for today. I bid you a farewell, as tomorrow will be your final class. Yeah, these classes themselves have been rather long now that I'm thinking about it. Like, these main two that I took today's video is like almost as long as the 3 I took yesterday, so I'm impressed. What class did I take? Home Economics, the final one. Yes, that's what I said. I did not stutter, did I? Class begins soon. Don't be tardy. Okay, you don't need to be a jerk about it. But it's still daytime, so it's not like night. Because day and night. I'm not going to do the song. Put away your phone. It's time to begin our last class together. Home Economics is the study of life's necessities. But looking back on our time together, I realized that I focused almost entirely on food. I hope it's not too late to shift the discussion of clothing, another necessity in our last class. As I'm sure you're aware, our academy has an air of freedom about it. We provide uniforms for each season to accommodate the diverse climate of Paldea. However, students are free to wear whichever style they wish, whenever they please. I'm going to cough for a second. Clear my throat. You should have received 4 sets of tops and bottoms, each for spring, summer, fall, and winter when the academy accepted you. If by chance you are not aware of this, you may wish to pursue your wardrobe. As long as you wear a school uniform, the rest of your ensemble need not be school issued. What? This includes your bag, your hat, if you choose to wear one, or even your free to style your hair however you wish. Mr. Salvadori's style, for example, would almost certainly have been against the school rules when I was a boy. It's indeed ridiculous, and I remember when his wife shaved his head off. That reminds me. There's one more thing I like to... that all you could decorate, which I find quite charming. Ron phones? Perfectly correct. That's an adorable little thing I'm speaking of. Oh, it interests me so. I must admit I am fascinated by Ron phones and how to customize them. That is how very intriguing. There's a shop called the Deli of Presents where you can purchase cases for your water phones. I thank you all for the useful information. I shall have to go myself first thing tomorrow to get an adorable case for my own liking. Okay, forgive me, I seem to have gotten a little carried away with this small talk. As this class known as Home Economics near its end, I offer these final words to who have honed everyday life skills with me. My field of study is not decisive as likes of mathematics, for instance, where test scores might play a part in deciding your future. However, as you go on to cook for yourselves, you take care of your Pokemon, you decide what to wear in the morning and when you awaken. I would be honored if that I have taught you and serves out to smoothen out and enrich your lives, even if only a little. This sentiment was imparted onto me by Mr. Hassel and his particular outlook as such matters. Thank you all for the bottom of my heart for seeing this class through the end. Our time together has come close for today. Prepare to do well your final exam. I do horrible on final exam, especially on home ec. But I feel like I'm going to do well in this because it was mainly about the phones and the foods a bit. Let's take the final, which I hope we can do well on. I'll take the home ec final, please. You like to take the home ec with Mr. Saguro? Yes. Okay. Don't be tardy. The time has come for you to test how well you've been doing my class. Let's begin with the information simmering in your brain for the last-minute crams of the sessions. Okay. That will be helpful. Okay. One moment. I am actually concerned about this one. Okay. Sparkling power, I believe. Effect on egg power. It's it'll help catch a strong Pokemon. Was simply important to increase the meal power. It is make food with others, right? Pokemon wash. It has to be. Whoa, Jesus. Sorry, the Discord just went on. I was just like, boom. Sorry. Oh no, it doesn't matter because they're just like, it doesn't really matter. It's time. That's time for answering questions come to an end. Please stop writing. I made the questions a little easier than I planned to, as a way to say thank you for your information, informing me about the ROM cases. We kind of just figured it out. I trust that you all gave this exam everything you had. You don't have to retake it. I'll probably retake it, as I probably screwed up. Please remember to ask for your scores at the front desk before leaving the day. Okay, I'll try to, but I'm horrible at tests. I've always have and always will be. So, yeah. It feels great to, yeah. Let's see how well you did on your test. Okay. 5 out of 5. Yes. Way to end the turn. After the exam, I obtained 5 experience cannons. Thank you. Pass all of your exams. For this, I have this for you. It's from Director Cavill. Oh, 5 experience cannons large. Thank you. Now you can focus all your efforts on this year's treasure hunt. Be careful out there. Will do. So yeah, we're looking around the school because I'm just like, oh, cool. What is this? Where do you want to go? Oh, this is the different areas. We should actually check this stuff out. There's some exclamation points. Yes, let's go to the nurse's office. Sorry, I was way too happy about that. I'm just like, let's go to the nurse's office. We'll try and make this one a bit longer because we're exploring the area. Hello, nurse. Hey there, come in. Everyone's welcome to the nurse's office. What brings you here today? I don't see anything super wrong with your Pokemon. Wait, this is your first time here, isn't it? Yes, I came for the hot nurse. Oh, so I guess you transferred in recently. You must be Indigo, right? Everyone's been talking about you. I heard all kinds of rumors. Apparently you fell from a cliff right after enrolling in the academy. And you picked a fight with Team Star. Oh yeah, you started your treasure hunt thing, right? Come, tell me about everything super interesting you find on your way in your adventures. I'm kind of bored sitting hearing all day. You know, I don't have any classes to teach, and students only come here to skip class. I can see why. So yeah, drop by if you can. Deal? Deal. You're getting slightly closer with Nurse Marion. Okay, this is like the dating sim stuff where you're just like, okay, cool. I want to talk to the nurse. Hey there, come in. Everyone's welcome to the nurse's office. Indigo, have you toughened up a bit? Yes. Oh. So you're tough stuff, huh? Huh. But seriously, you look a bit different. I bet it's because your crazy experiences, you're traveling on your treasure hunt. You'll need to tell me all about what you're up to. Okay, so like you have to have time pass or something? Oh, do we just tell her? Whoa, that's super cool. I'm sure jealous of you kids. You get to try out new things every single day. Me, on the other hand, I actually want to become a teacher. I'm just a school nurse, you know. I can't teach classes or anything like that. I couldn't pass the certification exam to become an actual health teacher. It took so many times with no luck, so here I am, stuck forever in the nurse's office. Sorry, I guess this isn't a very funny thing to talk about, but you're such a good listener. I find myself telling you all kinds of stuff. I hope you'll come see me, even if I talk your ear off. Okay, we came closer. Yes, this is what I want to explore it for the next couple of minutes. Because why not? Are you tired? Why don't you lie down and have a quick rest? Oh, only if you join. Hi, Sick Giraffe. Okay, so this got interesting. We can befriend our teachers. The entrance hall? She's at the entrance hall? Okay, there's several professors there. There's the weird one. There's the even weirder part. But you're in the entrance hall. Does that mean you're going to become a teacher? I'd take health class as long as you're there. I think I mentioned this before. I had a crush on one of my teachers. It was a debate teacher. Yeah, there you are. My beloved. Oh, hey, Indigo. Sorry, were you looking for me? Because I've been away from the nurse's office lately. Did you need something from me? No, I just want to talk to you. What? Then why'd you come over to talk? Oh, well, I'll heal your Pokemon anyway. No, but I want to talk to you. Here you go, a little first aid. You must be really having an adventure out there, judging from the scrapes and cuts. Yeah? Oh. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty unusual for me to be out of the nurse's office like this. Well, I'm actually doing a bit of studying. I do my best to be a health teacher and get my certification exam one more time. You can do it. I'm going to put faith in her. Just so you know it, it's totally not because I'm impressed by certain somebody working hard at their treasure hunt, okay? Well, maybe just a little bit. Call me after you're done. So, thanks. Oh my break time's almost over. I know you'll be cheering me on, Indigo, as soon as I screw this up. You feel trusted by this nurse. Okay, this is getting to some like dating sim level stuff. Wrong thing to press, but we can teleport. I not mean to press that. Let's teleport. Where do you want to go? Nurse's office. If we can't go to the doctor's office. Oh, director's office. I thought it said doctor's office. I was very happy for a moment. If you couldn't tell, I'm gonna leave now. Where would you like to go? The nurse's office. See? So yeah, we're doing the nurse. That didn't quite sound right. I just found another thing I'd waste time as a part. Dang it. But yeah, hello there. Come on in. Everyone's welcome to the nurse's office. Oh my, Indigo, I'm glad you're here. I have such good news. You're not going to believe this, but I passed the health teacher certification exam. Congratulations. Maybe you could reward me for helping you confidence. Thank you so much. I saw you pushing yourself real hard with your treasure hunt. That really inspired me. Of course, most of the credit of my success goes to my own hard work, though. I love you. Thank you for giving me the push I need to try again, Indigo. Oh, okay, but I really care about your health. But they tell me there's no room to add new classes this year. Dang it! But I guess I'll keep being the nurse marine for a bit. I love you. Just you wait, though. I'll be staying in front of a class's academy before we know it. Yes, and I will be your first student. Then I'll teach you all you need about health. I bet I'll be a great teacher. I can't wait to see you in class. Yes, I would take that in a heartbeat. So yeah, I'm going to have to do these bomb things now, which is to be interesting. But anyway, tell them, be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time Have no idea what we're going to do next time. It might be the bonding, but I'll see you guys then. Till then, bye-bye.